less than P data end equals 537 data start equals 85 greater than. So let's talk about what's been happening in Tasmania. It's been a political storm unlike anything the state has seen in years. Premier Jeremy Rockliff, leader of the Tasmanian Liberals, is facing massive pressure after a dramatic no-confidence motion passed against him in state parliament just days ago. It's the kind of chaos that's hard to look away from, with the entire state now bracing for what could be its fourth election in just 7 years. Less than P data end equals 1057 data start equals 539 greater than. It all escalated quickly. The tipping point? A controversial state budget that was widely criticized for deepening debt, failing to address long-standing issues, and even floating the idea of privatizing public assets. That last part sparked significant public backlash. Realizing the gravity of the backlash, the Rockliff government swiftly backtracked, scrapping any plans to privatize state-owned companies. It was a clear attempt to calm the storm. But it came too late to save the premier from political freefall. Less than P data end equals 1681 data start equals 1059 greater than. Adding to the pressure is the billion-dollar AFL Stadium project at Macquarie Point. It's not just a piece of infrastructure. It's the battleground for public opinion. The deal, widely viewed as favoring the AFL over Tasmanian taxpayers, has inflamed resentment. Many see it as a vanity project forced on the state, while healthcare and housing struggle. The public wants a Tasmanian AFL team, sure, but not at any cost, and certainly not with a stadium price tag that's ballooning beyond the original cap. Or with legislation overriding proper planning assessments. That issue alone has put Rockliff's leadership on thin ice. Less than SEEP data end equals 2138 data start equals 1683 greater than. The no-confidence motion wasn't only about the budget or the stadium, though. It reflected deep-rooted instability in Tasmania's so-called Rainbow Parliament, which has lacked a clear majority since the last election. Key independents and minor party MPs, including the Greens and former Jockey Lambie network members, withdrew their support. Some backed the motion purely to trigger change, though not necessarily toward a clearer or more stable future. Less than P data end equals 2658 data start equals 2140 greater than. Interestingly, despite losing the vote 18-17, Rockliff has not been ousted by his party. Instead, the Liberals are standing behind him. For now, he is widely expected to approach the governor and request a snap election after an emergency sitting on Tuesday, primarily to ensure government operations continue and public servants are paid. It's a delicate dance. Business leaders are warning that another election could damage investor confidence and stall key developments. Voters, too, are weary and disillusioned. Less than P data end equals 3059. Data start equals 2660 greater than. What's remarkable is that none of the major parties seem prepared for what's next. Labour, led by Dean Winter, has criticized the Liberals, but hasn't laid out a strong alternative path forward. They're also fundamentally at odds with the Greens, meaning a progressive coalition is unlikely. And the Greens? They're willing to negotiate, but neither major party wants to be seen as aligning with them. Less than P data end equals 3331 data start equals 3061 greater than. All this paints a picture of a government system struggling to function, where every move seems more about political survival than leadership. And in the middle of it all, the people of Tasmania are being asked to vote yet again, likely with no clear resolution in sight. Of less than P data end equals 3627 data is last node equals data is only node equals data start equals 3333 greater than. It's a crisis of confidence, not just in a premier, but in a fractured political landscape that can't seem to deliver stable governance. Whether this next election brings clarity or more confusion remains to be seen. But what's certain is that Tasmania's political future is hanging by a thread. Stay subscribed for more videos.